Maariv service. We are on Facebook on Sim Shalom, JSLI, UJUC, and Rabbi Stephen Blaine's page. I'm so glad you can join us this evening. If you're on Facebook, please sign in, give me a chat, let me know that you're here, and we'll be ready to begin in a few moments. I hope everybody's been enjoying some nice weather. I know it's been close to 90 here in Florida, and I hope you are enjoying the warm weather and getting out also. So momentarily we will begin our regular Tuesday Maariv service, and again, I'm so glad that you are here with me. Hello, my friend Ellen. I hope you're well. Okay, so at least I know the system is working and people are chatting. I heard people have told me that the volume goes in and out. Well, the only equipment I'm working on is a cell phone. So I have no idea why, other than it could be the server, Comcast, could cause major problems. Otherwise, I have no idea why this would happen. Barbara, hello, good evening. I'm glad you're with me this evening. Okay, another moment. Whoever's here, we will begin our regular Tuesday Maariv service. I also found out that we are on YouTube and simshalom.com. So that's great also. All right, I'm going to begin our Tuesday service. Rabbi Jeffrey, I'm glad you're with me tonight. Hi, Dee. I hope you and Tony are doing well and you don't have any snow. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is and how pleasant when we dwell together in unity. Ziona, Erev Tov, good evening. Susan, my friend Susan, I'm glad you're with us. I love having so many friends here in real life and in Facebook land. Okay, our call to praise. Baruch hu et Adonai hamavorach. Baruch Adonai hamavorach li'olam va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever. Maariv Aravim. As physical evidence of Adonai's miracle, we witness sunrise and sunset, the separation of light from dark and dark from light. And we give a blessing to that miracle. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bivaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, u'vitvuna mishane itim, u'machaliv et ha'azmanim, u'msader et kochavim b'mishmoroteihem, barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, u'ma'avdil ben yom u'ben layla, Adonai Tzavod Shemo. El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Li'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. O living and enduring God, reign over us forever and ever. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Wow, good evening, Marvin. Rabbi Miriam, my Zoom pal. Albert, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're feeling well. I love having all my friends here tonight. Everlasting love you offer your people, Israel, by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night, we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Ellen, Rose, I'm so glad to see you. Erev Tov. And now, the prayer than which we don't ask for anything, the prayer in which we state our creed. One sentence defines who we are. The Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. And you shall love. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha, b'chol nafshecha, b'chol meodecha, v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher nohi mitzavcha hayom, al levavecha. V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, v'leftecha v'aderech, v'shopahav kumecha, uvtavtam le'odai yodecha, v'hayu l'totefot b'neinecha, uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, v'visharecha. Lema'an tizkaru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item l'kiroshim le'elohehem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher chotzeti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'yot lechem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. And another miracle that we just celebrated, when Adonai's parted the Red Sea. We're going to talk about that tonight. And Miriam and the women sang this song, Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, Osei Feleh. Who's like you, O God, amongst the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Hashivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'achamirenu malkeinu l'chayim, ufrosh aleinu sukat shlomecha. Adonai, we're living in troubled times. Please take the hearts that are filled with hate and replace it with love and compassion. Please bless those who are there to help us. Bless those who are there who help put food on the table, those who are there who are healing our bodies, and those who are there to guard our bodies and souls. Adonai, please continue to bless the doctors and scientists and give them the wisdom, courage, and knowledge to continue helping to eradicate this disease. Please bless all those who work behind the scenes to help them as they help us. Adonai, please continue to bless the United States. May we overcome all strife, and may we continue to be a light amongst all nations. Baruch atah Adonai haporesh sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal, who spreads his shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitgadal v'yitgada shemei rabba v'yamad yivrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayei chonu v'yo omechon uchayedecha beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kori v'yimaru amen yeshmei rabba mevorach li'olam li'omei amaya Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yipar, v'yiroman, v'yinaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitala, shmei d'kudisha b'riyachu, leila micha b'chata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiram b'yalma, v'yimaru, amen. And now, our standing prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim v'Konei HaKol, v'Zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imaot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, L'man Shemo Ba'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. And we remind Adonai, before we ask for any favors, that he gave promises to our ancestors, to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, to Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. And that we're reminding Adonai that we're all mishpacha, reminder of all those promises before we ask for some future promises. Atagi boli olam Adonai mechaye hakol atarav lahoshia mechakeh chaim bechesed mechaye hakol berachamim rabim somech noflim v'rofei cholim umatir asurim umkayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha b'gevurot umido melach Melech Memid, Kayem, Matzmiach Yeshua, B'neman Ata Lahayot HaKol, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mechayei HaKol. Well, this week, ladies and gentlemen, we are reading from Shemot. The children of Israel had experienced the plagues that beleaguered Egypt. Each time, Pharaoh's heart was hardened. At times, during the early plagues, Pharaoh hardened his own heart. At times, during the latter plagues, Adonai hardened Pharaoh's heart. So was Pharaoh working out of free will? That's an interesting question, since Adonai had hardened his heart. Rambam feels that each plague was harsher and harsher. This was not only a message to Pharaoh as to who was really in charge, but it was a message to the Israelite slaves. It was to show the slaves that Adonai was stronger than they can imagine, stronger, that can create plagues from mild to very harsh, to the killing of the firstborn. As the slaves had left Egypt, Pharaoh decided to go after them and sends his chariots to go bring them back. As the Israelites get closer to the ocean and realize that there is no place for them to go, they cry out, especially as the Egyptians are advancing toward them. They're frightened, and they say, "What have you done to us? You've led us out of Egypt just to die. Where could we go? We are frightened. We will go back and we will serve the Egyptians again." But Moses, and this is the first time he had to really admonish them, said, "Don't be afraid. Stand firm and see the Lord's salvation that he will wreak for you today. For the way you have seen the Egyptians today, you will no longer see them for eternity." And then an angel that had been a pillar of fire leading the way now went to the back where the Israelites were and stood between the Egyptian chariots and the Israelites as the Red Sea parted. They had seen the plagues, and yet did they not fear Adonai? The minute something went wrong, this was the beginning of the whining and the complaining, the fear, and the thought that they're going to die, that they were going to be abandoned, they were going to be left alone. And so I wonder, how would we react when Adonai creates miracles? Do we show fear? Do we have faith? Sometimes we have to remind ourselves to be strong, to let Adonai in, to lead the way. Maybe Adonai wants us to make decisions, but Adonai wants us to follow our faith and be strong. So that's what I take from this, that the children of Israel had to wander in the desert for so many years until they died out, until a new, stronger generation would enter strongly into the land of Israel, into Haaretz. So we need to be strong. We need to remember our faith. We need to dig deep down and to remember. Now let's take a moment to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Say shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'ako Yisrael, v'imru, imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'ako Yisrael, Imru, Imru, Amen. Yes, we have some very interesting comments. Try to notice the miracles all around us every day. And now please type in the names of those who need our healing thoughts and prayers. And I will say note to Elaine's son, Marty, and to our own Rabbi Nancy and her family. Okay, any healing prayers? Francis Johnson, Sefer Bat Ziona, Chelsea Bat Karen, our own Beth and Michelle and Beth and Amy from our congregation, officers injured on January 6th, Philip Stone, Wally and Diane Dalfrimple. I hope I said that correctly. Eric Ben Maggie, Bob Slater, Marlene Batchaya, and Amy. Another few moments and then we'll begin our Misha Bearer prayer. All who are suffering physically and emotionally. The Floyd family who was affected by tornadoes and those affected by tornadoes and other natural disasters, all refugees, Melissa and Joni. Mishebeirach avotenu, v'chol habraha limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Valerie, Erin, Maddie, Troy, Malcolm, Rose, Albert, and Jeffrey. Victims of recent violence, including Colorado, Atlanta, and Baltimore. Mishebeirach imotenu, v'chol habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, And let us say, Amen. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lateit gdula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, v'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helshkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'eman haya Adonai, L'melech ha'kohoretz, Bayom ha'hu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shmo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. Yitgadah v'yitgadah shemei rabbah, v'yamad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Bagalav Zman Kiriv V'yimru Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya. Yehesh Me Rabba Min Morach Li'olam Ulamei Almaya. Yit Barak V'yishtabach V'yapar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar V'yitalei V'yitalal. Shemei D'Kudusha B'rechu. Le'ilam Min Chol B'chata V'shirata. Tushbachata V'nechamata. Damiram V'yalma V'yimru Amen. Yehesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim oleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav. Hu yaseh shalom. Oleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. All who have no one to say Kaddish for them, Sharon nearby, Bat Franny and Lenny, Selma Bat Ida, Catherine Bat Luli, Officer Ben Skonik, Officer Jeffrey Smith, and Officer Jeffrey Liebengood. May all those who are in mourning be comforted by the one who comforts all. And now we are on the third day of the counting of the Omer. This begins the second night of Passover, which was Sunday night, and we count down to 49 days, which is 7 weeks. And we stop at the holiday of Shavuot, which means weeks. It's 7 weeks after they left Egypt. Tonight is the third day of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has sanctified us with your commandments and commanded us to count the Omer. Hayom Yom Shalosh La Omer. Today is the third day of the Omer. Shalom, Osandu. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful Tuesday Maariv spent with you. I wish you all health, goodness, peace, and health again. We are on Sim Shalom on Facebook, UJUC, JSLI, Rabbi Stephen Blaine page. We are here Monday through Friday, Rabbi Galit, myself, Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Judy, Rabbi Deborah, and Rabbi Stephen Blaine on Friday for a great Kabbalat Shabbat service with a half hour of 6:30 music. We are getting ready for our fall semesters. Go to jsli.net if you're interested in our rabbinic program or in our new program, J-Leap, which is our pre-rabbinic program. I've had 5 students this semester, and I think we've had a great time with it. And if you'd like to know more about Judaism, please join up for our J-Leap program. Be well all. Have a great evening, a great week. Shavua Tov. Take care. This is Rabbi Karen. Erev Tov.